Hello, this is Miss Pezzle and welcome to Specialist Day. This is for violin class. I'm so excited to learn how to make our own instrument today. As we know, our violins are at school, but that won't stop us from creating music. I hope everyone's been doing well. There's a few materials that you're going to need to make your own violin. Some sort of box-like thing. This is a Kleenex box. I think it's a great size to put on my shoulder because remember, that's one way we play our violin. What I did first was I took the plastic off, but we'll talk more about that later. The second thing you need is something that acts like the neck of the violin. This is a ruler. I had it laying around. There's other things you can use, like a paper towel roll, an empty one, or anything that's straight. I mean, you can even use a pencil if you wanted. So the tissue box will be our body of the violin, and then our ruler will be the neck of the violin. And what would a violin be without strings, guys? So I have some rubber bands here that I've stretched out just a little bit that we'll use as our strings. I also have scissors and some tape. It doesn't matter what kind of tape you use, but just in case I need it. So what I started with, like I said earlier, is I took off the plastic that's around the box, the sound hole of our violin. I even have some more in here that I could pull off just that little bit there. So have that ready. Next, what you're going to need to do is you're going to create a hole for your neck to sit in. So what I did was I used my scissors and I cut a hole right here, and then I'm going to slide the neck of my violin right on in there. Now it's a little wobbly, so we're going to make it a little bit more stable. That's why I have my tape. I'm going to take some tape and carefully, however you want to tape the neck of your violin down. And again, it doesn't matter what kind of tape you use. So it's a little bit more stable. I can pull on it and it won't come out. Also, I noticed when I was making it that the flaps of the tissue box came undone, so I just taped those down too. Boom! You have the body of your violin, the sound hole of your violin, and the neck of the violin. Now, if you want to get super creative, you can go ahead and try your best to make a fancy scroll, but you don't have to do that. Just know, again, you can use any sort of materials. It doesn't have to be these exact materials. So now, I'm taking my rubber bands, and what I'm going to do is create our strings. So careful of the neck. Think about, from violin class, kindergarten French, you'll learn this next year in first grade. How many strings does our violin have? I'll give you a minute to think about that. Give you a minute. It's more than one. I've already put 2 on here. I'm starting to make music. If you guessed 4, you're absolutely right. 4 strings, G, D, A, E. Some of you remember. Good day. If you said 6, that's okay. That's another stringed instrument. Guitars have 6 strings. 2 more strings in the violin. Also, some of you learned this in violin class, some didn't. There is such thing as a 5-string. I call it a violiniola. It's a combination between a violin with the strings we've learned in violin class, but it also has a viola C string. Viola is just a little bit lower, looks kind of the same. 5 strings in one instrument. I want to buy one of those. So I have my 4 strings ready to go. If you want to fix the tension on your box, pull the strings a little bit so they're a little looser. Boom. Now, I like to have mine evenly apart. Doesn't have to be that way. Yes, I got some sounds. So here's my fully completed violin. The body, the strings, the sound hole, the neck. Boom. There's 2 ways you can play it. First way, on our shoulder like we do in violin class. Don't forget to hold your neck. I'm using my left side. I know in the video it looks like my right, but it's my left. If you're not sure which side's the left, you can take both hands with your palms facing away from you. So you can see my palms. This part. I'm going to make L's. The one that is actually an L is your left side. So you're looking at it. Looks like an L. That's your left side. So, there's another way to hold it. You could also hold it in guitar position. So it's kind of like I'm holding a guitar. I have my thumb ready to pluck my strings and my left hand on the neck of my violin. That's in guitar position. Next, what I want you to do is check out the link below. And I want you to play along to this song that you may or may not know. if you want to, you can take a video of yourself rocking out and send it to me. My email address is Sarah Pezel, so SARA.PEZEL at DoralAcademyNV.org. If you want to send it, you can. If not, you don't have to. Try to get your parents to do it too. I'm sure they'd love it. I hope everyone has a wonderful Specialist Day, and I miss you guys so much. I can't wait to see you next year for more violin class. Love you guys.